Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
In darkness, you only have your nocturnal instincts to rely on. Ultimate Disc in the Dark, the electric, stimulating new game that's sweeping San Fierro. It's a non-contact, contact sport where you throw a flying disc in the dark.
I got it! Oh, get him! Nail his ass!
It's a new competitive sport for the uncompetitive, an aggressive, action-packed game for those who love nature and living on the edge. It's harder than football. It's faster than rugby. It's about throwing a plastic disc and catching it. Pitch, then catch. Run to the goal and score. Ultimate Disc in the Dark. Just like a real sport, only we made it up, and it has a great social side.
Oh my god, what team are you on?
I'm on the other team.
Me too! Take that, silly.
But if you catch it, you gotta know what to do with it. Some will struggle, some will submit. Everyone is laughing.
Again.
But it's your quest to come out on top. This is a great excuse for some serious fun and a way to meet people like you and never see them again.
Oh, that's great.
League games begin at sunset every night in San Fierro Civic Park. Or start your own game. And because it's night, it's not too embarrassing to play a strip version. Come and play Ultimate Disc in the Dark.
Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Third Shift. It's a special episode. It's a Merry Christmas. It's a Happy Hanukkah. It's a Jolly Kwanzaa. It's a Winter Solstice. It's a Happy Holidays episode of Third Shift. And I, of course, am your host, your funky leader, the greatest man who's ever lived. It's me. It's Matt. And I got to tell you, I'm pumped for the show because with me, as always, it's the Light Bearer, the Light Bringer, the Light Bearer, Bringer, the Beastmaster, Third Shift. It's Eric, and he's here to tell us how his week was, because we can't even do just a regular holiday episode. We can't even do like a little 10-minute, 15-minute thing. No, we got to talk to you about our weeks for like an hour and a half, and then we're going to be like, oh, happy holidays, oh, bye.
We will not do that.
So what you been doing?
However, man, I gotta do have a merry Christmas, in case you didn't know. Yeah, that's all I know. I don't really know the rest of the song.
See, what I love is Discord automatically knows that whatever you're singing is probably going to be terrible, and it just immediately cuts it out.
It just cut it right out for you. You didn't even get to have it.
That's all I got.
Well, I was reaching them notes. I was doing the notes, and Discord's like, "Oh man, we're not here about them notes. You need to tone it down. This is a talking utensil, not a singing utensil.
Speaks, yes.
All right, use your normal talky voice." I sang a song, or at least 5 seconds worth of a song, or probably less. You know, I miss it, Matt. Okay, because everyone's cried and whined so much that I think they've won, and that's Christmas music. I don't hear Christmas music ever. It's still like this weird trope where everyone's like, yeah, it started in October. I heard the Christmas music's all over the things. And I'm like, I didn't hear no Christmas music anywhere. I go to Meijer literally every day. There ain't no Christmas music at Meijer. I go to Home Depot quite a bit. There ain't no Christmas music at Home Depot. Where's this Christmas music these days that everybody's hearing? I don't listen to the radio, so I guess there's not that.
I hear it everywhere I go, dude.
Where? Where do you go? Where are you
I go
going?
to Meijer.
It ain't at Meijer.
I go to the pet store. It's not at Shartucky Meijer because they probably can't afford the right Stephen Beeman, a Sirius XM. I don't know. It's at the Bath Meijer where I go.
Well, that's wild.
And like I said, it was just at the pet store. I went and got some dog treats and stuff.
I don't hear it anymore. I never hear it. The last time I heard it was I was at the mall, and the mall had some playing, and it made me feel so good. I'm singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, have a holly jolly Christmas. And I'm like, yeah, this is the time for the music. This is it. This is where we're supposed to hear this stuff. They're supposed to, and all you get is bah humbugs. And I'm slipping into it. I'm turning into, I don't care about Christmas. I don't care about holidays.
See, you clearly are, because when it obviously plays everywhere, you just go, I don't even hear it.
No, don't try to put me, I'm not a Howard. You know that's a lie. You know it's a lie. I am an observant individual. I am constantly listening, and I am not hearing it where I go. So Matt says he hears it everywhere, but it also might be maybe he's a curmudgeon, and he's one of them Christmas haters. So maybe when it happens, it instantly triggers him, and he's like, whereas I'm not. Maybe I'm hearing it, and I'm just like, have a honey Johnny Christmas. But I don't think so.
The curmudgeonosity would go backwards.
Matt
it would
never
go the other
he
way.
Hates it. So I don't know. I don't know the truth of this. But I can tell you that I don't hear it a lot, and that saddens me because it just came to mind. The whole reason I'm even saying any of this is because I haven't heard like a single Christmas song all the way through this entire season. at all. Period. And I'm like, well, that sucks. I feel like I didn't get my Christmas time, Matt. I didn't get it. You know, it kind of came, and now all of a sudden we're like 3-4 days away, and I went, damn, I haven't heard a Christmas song. I haven't had hot cocoa. But what I did do, Matt, is I went to the Michigan International Speedway, and they had a cool night lights thing going on. So you take your car, which we didn't do. We ended up doing they had a little train pulley thing, and you just drive through this huge thing all around the Michigan International Speedway. And they've got Christmas lights and tunnels and all sorts of stuff playing, and you can tune into the station and hear Christmas tunes. But I didn't get to hear those Christmas tunes because we went on the train, and the train didn't have no Christmas tunes. So it was just a silent ride through this like 35-minute thing. And it was like, oh man, if I'd just gone in the car, you tune into 87.9 FM or something like that, and they had all the tunes playing while you were going through the whole thing. I missed that, and that was a bummer.
Now, it's already been established that I can't trust that there wasn't Christmas music there. I guarantee that train was blasting out tunes.
It was not blasting any tunes.
I don't hear no tunes. What more tunes there? I'm telling you.
Oh my God. I love how the narrative's just already. Matt hates me. He's throwing me into being Howard Jr. All right.
Now, you took it as Howard. I'm just saying. You know, I hear it places that you go and you don't hear it. So it's already established. There's like a baseline Christmas volume, and it doesn't reach the Eric threshold. So you just, I don't know. So I bet there was a guy with a bell singing Christmas music at the front of the train. I can't hear it. Look at that over there, though. Look at that.
Dang it. You know, it's supposed to be the Christmas spirit. Don't be trying to drag me down. Don't mess with me today.
I'm encouraging you to open up your ear holes and absorb it all.
It's not there. It's not there. I'm telling you. It's not there. You're crazy. But anyways, I did the nightlights. We had a good time with that. We also, last minute, went and got a tree for my father-in-law because he always waits last minute. He swears his house is going to burn down. He's an insane person. But anyways, we ended up finding a place that's always open, always there in DeWitt. So we go get this tree. I'm allergic to trees, though. So, of course, I help him, bend it over so we can get it cut and then carry it over to the truck and get it in, get it in his house. And then I've got all these holes all over my hands, all puffy and itchy all weekend long. Man, what you do for a damn Christmas tree, you know what I'm saying? But it was a big, fat old Christmas tree. Looks great. Smells fantastic. You know how the real trees smell. We don't use one, but he does. So, the kids can get the real deal. And then just, of course, mom and dad setting up the artificial tree because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And, of course, it's like, what, $50-$70 every time you go buy one of these dang trees at the different places. So who wants that cost, especially over the years? So we did that. We got in the Christmas spirit. We did a lot of cool stuff over that weekend. And now, beyond that, I did play some video games, all right? I got the Tales of Arise DLC out. I'm having a good time with that. There's not much else to say, really, that I haven't already told you guys so far. Just exploring, goofing around, doing side quests, having a good time. I'm not really focused on the main quest. I'm just dinking around. I should go ahead and finish it up, and I'll say this because what I did do was something I shouldn't have done because there's other stuff I should play, but I told Matt, I got into the Alan Wake 2 final draft. And let me tell you, it's not what I expected. Think of, and not to the super degree, Matt, but near. It's different. It knows it's a retelling. It understands what it is. And so there's things that are different, moments that aren't the same. So you're getting more and you're getting different experiences, but overall it's the same, but with added context and extra stuff happening throughout it. And of course, you're going to get the whole new ending with everything else going on. And I went, this is cool. This is awesome. I need to do this. But that's another 20 hours. Crap. But I cannot not do this. Because like I said, they know what they are and they're adding things and they know and it's the whole thing. So I'm like, okay, you got me. I'm going to have to go through it. So I've been shaking my head, rubbing my forehead, sad, but I'm also excited because I want to see how it's different, what they're adding. And on top of it, it should still be way faster because as fast as you can get to that first shoebox, you'll get all your weapons, all your ammo, all your previous stuff, which should give you a boost, a really healthy head start into whooping that game's butt. and I'm not sure. I hope someone can tell me, but I keep seeing something about play it on the hardest mode. I don't know if people are saying that just for the, to get the challenge, or if there's something else you get by playing it on the nightmare mode that you miss out on if you don't. I did not. I played it on normal again because I'm like, I don't got time to be playing on nightmare mode. Even if I get all my stuff back and all my extra upgrades, I don't want to do that. So I can go, of course, do the research myself, but if someone could just shout out real quick if they know, that'd be fantastic. And of course, last but not least is something we share. We did the Dungeons and Dragons, man.
That's right.
We finally did it. All sorts of delays, all sorts of postponements, and we finally got over there and we did it. And it was like, okay, we're scared, we're nervous. Oh man, what are you gonna do to us? And we're getting there. We're getting there. I feel better. I feel better about it. I feel like, okay, we're gonna get in the groove. I think we're gonna be able to do this. Because I was nervous, I'm like, oh, RPing, what, where's James at with all this? We already talked about that. Like, how's it all going down? But I had a good time. I enjoyed it. I still need to figure out my character a little bit more so I can get into the persona of whatever I want to be. And then on top of that, just I need to do more research so I really understand what the hell is going on, with stats, specs, all that good stuff. But we'll get there. It was a good time. I had a good time with it.
Yeah, I feel really positive about it. I had no idea going in how it was going to be. We've talked about it before, like you said. Is it going to be super detailed? Is it not? He even hit us with a bunch of detailed stuff to start with, and I went, okay, it's going to be like this. And then it totally wasn't. And maybe it's just because it's the intro stuff and where, first couple fights, and you're going down the damn road, and here's the thing. But I don't know. I had a ton of fun. I felt good. I feel like I want a little bit more RP stuff and character stuff, but from what it is now, maybe it's just because, like I said, it's in the intro. We're fighting dirty, stupid goblins. And, roll dice. You killed them. Boom. Okay, that's, yes, got it. Woo, feels good.
Having done a couple beforehand years and, long ass time ago, he's just easing us in.
Right.
There's going to be times where we're literally in a town and it's just going to be RP. Like, what are you doing? What are you up to? And you're going to have to RP talking to Innkeep, RP talking to, members of this and that, and going out into the town. Okay, well, what are you going to do out in town tonight then? And then it's going to be you leading the progression of that evening in town or that environment, and then he'll react based off whatever you're doing.
Right.
But right now, he's kind of easing us in by, here's a little tiny RP spot. Talk. Oh, it's a fight. And the fights, they're more just standard. But if you noticed, he was kind of adding in a little bravado with, of course, the newest player that came in. And I think that's also him trying to ease us into having more RP times while we are fighting, to get in character and whatnot. So
yeah. And I don't know, like you said, I still have to figure out what my character is because I had a thought of it, and he's very much not like me. But when he goes, okay, what do you guys want to do? I default to me and like, oh, well, I think this is what we should do. Wait, but is that what he would think we'd do? And is what I think of him actually what James has planned? Because he already changed a couple things. And I went, oh, well, I mean, that's okay. It's fine. Mm-hmm. Just like I said, the changed vision I had of him is not at all how I normally am. I got to get myself into that headspace.
Yeah.
If I am this character, and this is what he would do, and not like, oh yeah, Eric, you should go over there, and I should go over here. No, it's you, the mage, as me, the dragon dude, is saying to you. It's weird. There's a disconnect right now, and I got to figure it out.
I agree with you. It's like for me, I know the fundamental. I'm like, okay, she's doing what she wants to do to get to her objective.
Yeah.
If it aligns with doing it, she's about it. But if it's like, oh, just go help people for the sake of helping people, that's not what I'm about. I'm not mean or malicious. That's not what I'm here for. I got that down. But I got to get, and of course I'm playing a female in this because I thought it'd be amusing. I always play, males typically because it's obviously I'm a male and it's easier. But I thought I'd do something a little different. But I'm starting to get it's hard to get in that headspace of, like, oh, I got to be a chick in this. This is different. I might have bit off more than I can chew here. I don't know. So I'm in the same boat. I'm like, I got to get my head wrapped around it and understand that obviously we're having fun. We're doing D&D. And you're not going to be like, dude, you're a weirdo. What's going on here?
I mean, I am going to say that, but for me, it's weird because I started the character as kind of like really cautious and kind of surly because he had the backstory. But I went, if he did have that, it's not something that would even necessarily define him because he'd learned to grow out from this thing. So maybe he's like gregarious and fun. He likes to battle and he likes to have fun. But I'm not a gregarious and, big big chuckles man. So I'm like, well, that's where I'm at right now, because he could still be serious, but like my default when you say, oh, he says this, my default isn't to clap him on the shoulder and say, all right, we're gonna roll and do the do. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll both figure it out.
Exactly.
Maybe they'll both end up different than how we imagined anyway. Who knows? That's the beauty of this stuff. But since we collaborated on that one, I'll roll into my week and tell you, I can't even relate, Eric. I can't relate, because you said you haven't heard the holiday stuff. I've been hearing the holiday stuff, and I'm not even going back to the ambient music stuff, because last week I heard a holiday concert. This week I went to 2 more holiday concerts. Lansing Symphony Orchestra had their Holiday Pops concert. Symphony, orchestra, a great singer. I got 2 kid-related things to say about this one. One, they had some children's choir people come out for, I think it was only one song with the lady, and it was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. Little kids to like high school kids, not a ton, but like 10 or so of them. And so, there's the soloist, she's singing, and she would go up to one of the kids in the middle of it and be like, all right, hold the microphone up. And I'm gesturing to my ear. Where's the voice? Where's the singing? Oh, okay. That one got too nervous. Okay. All right. Next verse. Here you go. Oh, that one. That one also got too nervous. Okay. She goes to the guy in the end, holds it out. Here you go. Singing. All right. Hey, you did it. Cool. Last verse goes to this girl. You could hear her voice when she first holds it out to her, and then she goes beet red, covers her face. Come on. I'm a stage frightish guy, so I understand. But like, you're out there singing. You signed up to do it. You're going to go out and sing. Mm-hmm. Just keep singing. It doesn't matter. Look down at the one person in the front row. You're just looking at them. You're not looking at this. Yeah. The second thing I'll say, and maybe this is the curmudgeon in me coming out, if your kids can't sit still and be quiet for like 2 hours, don't come to the symphony. Just saying. And I won't accept, I thought maybe it'd be okay. No, you as a parent know. When you sit down to watch a movie with the kids and 30 minutes in, they're jumping and wiggling, or they're turning around and going, you know. There were a couple kids in the front rows, because I'm up front. There are a couple kids in those first 2 rows. One was really young. Fine, whatever. The other ones were just getting ornery, getting upset. Don't bring them to shows. It's fine. But otherwise, a great show. But I've been in a funk. Like ever since the last podcast, just a miserable funk. I think it was because I was getting sick. I don't know, maybe other stresses and things going down. But I went to that show. It was great, but it didn't get me in the spirit. The next show I went to, though, it was on Tuesday, and I somehow broke out of that funk. Just in time for Cirque Dreams Holidays, a Christmas-themed Cirque du Soleil show. And it's a traveling show, so it's not like the biggest, most epic ones, but it's got all the traditional stuff. The aerialists, the gymnasts, the clowns, the contortionist. I'm going to have to bleep it, but holy fucking shit. The contortionist they had, I couldn't believe it. If you've been to a Cirque show, the kind of stuff they do. Mm. She was the fastest, most twisted up, strangest contortionism of a body. It was insane. It was nuts. I am not a jaw drop guy. My jaw dropped like 5 times watching what was going on up there. It was insanity. It was great. And then all the rest of it, seeing talented people do talented things, that's the thing that gives me life. That's why I go to all the live shows and stuff. This was that. And it was holiday themed, and everyone was smiling and happy. We're all clapping at all the awesome stuff. And it gave me that thought of just, man, could you imagine, Eric, and this isn't me being down on me or you or anybody, could you imagine like being really talented and like hanging out for your job with a bunch of talented people and doing awesome stuff like every day, every night, traveling to different states and doing this? I was like, this is like the coolest thing. Mm-hmm. What if I could do that? That's, God, so awesome. So cool. So it was everything. It was just a great show. I had a blast. It was wonderful. It was great. On the video game front, over the weekend, I got invited to the Skull and Bones closed beta. Yes. Skull and Bones. It's coming. It's going to be amazing. Dropped in the beta. It's a 6-hour beta. I streamed all 6 hours of it. And it was everything I wanted it to be. You're sailing the seas. You're shooting enemy ships. You're doing stuff. You're going to land. You're running around. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't like the greatest thing I've ever seen, but it was what I wanted it to be. The only negative I'll say, they did not explain jack shit in that beta. Like nothing. I didn't even know where my quests were. I had to look it up on the Discord, and someone said, oh yeah, press M to go to your map and then press Q. I'm on PS5. What does that mean? Go to the map. I guess there's one little icon for journal. Journal. Oh, okay, that's where it is. Okay, how do I do this? No idea. Sail around for 3 hours. Oh, that's how I do that thing. Oh, okay. Like one of the first quests is go harvest stuff. All right. I go down there to the whole area. It's marked on the map. Boom. Here's the thing you need. Here's the resource. Sail up and down the coast. Where is it? It says to come here. Let me sail to the next spot as I search in the Discord again. Oh, since it's a shared world, maybe someone harvested it already. Oh, okay. When you get close, there's a prompt. Oh, okay. I've never had to harvest before. So how would I know that this is... Nothing was explained. Absolutely nothing. But I still had fun. I sailed around. I sailed off the map a bunch of times. I sailed into encounters I shouldn't have gone into. And I spent all my money on cosmetics. So my pirate dude went from looking like the dirtiest scrub in the world to an actual pirate dude. And it was good. And I liked it. And the only other game that I've played only a tiny bit of, because of the funk, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. I got to the second biome. God, the transition was great. You go through a cave, you climb up, a mountain to the new upper plains, and the music kicks in, and the sky is just clear, because you start off in a big forest, and now it's plains, so you get that wide open sky. And I grabbed my first dire horse, and you're traveling through. Oh my God, okay. You go to the circle, and it has a whole new species of creatures, and their societies all around these creatures. And, you're going around learning about this, looking through the lore dump that you get. It was so cool. It was so great. And I wish I had played more of it just because I was in that funk and I didn't want to play games. I wanted to watch some shows, just rewatch old YouTube video essays and stuff. But I'm getting pumped up right now because that's what I want out of that game. I want to experience new things and go to cool stuff. And I did that, and I want to do that more. But that was it for the week for me. That's it.
Now, I'll tell you, everybody, I did also get invited to the Skull and Bones closed beta. But, the joke is Matt's going to love it. I hate it. There's no real reason I hate it. I don't actually hate it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I indeed did watch some streamers play, watch Matt play. It was fun. Looks cool. Looks neat. So, nothing really bad to say about it, in all honesty. But the joke, is that it's garbage and I'm not going to ever touch it. But I did not play my invite to the closed beta. But the last thing before we do the thing, one thing I forgot. I went and watched a movie. I haven't watched a movie in forever, Matt. How would I forget about this? How? It's impossible. I went and watched Godzilla -1. Ooh, god dang. That was a good movie right there. All subtitles. Done traditional Godzilla. It is Godzilla as Godzilla was back in the day when you was a kid watching these shows, if you're old like us. It was that. And it told such a fun, awesome story, just full of just emotions, man. I got, at the end, I got in the feels, I was like, this is why I don't watch this shit. This is why I don't watch this shit. Okay, I'm all right again. I'm all right. I don't want to watch this stuff. Told you. It's got to be fun. No more of this. But it was good. It was great. I cannot wait for the next one, which, spoiler, there's going to be a next one. I won't say no more than that, but there's going to be another one.
I'm shocked that they're going to continue the Godzilla franchise.
What? Whoa. Oh, my God. But yeah, if you have not seen this, you're probably screwed because I think it's out of theaters. It was like a limited run. It wasn't like a traditional theater run. But maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong, and you're hearing this, and you're going to go check it out.
I did look it up because I was curious about that and a movie that's coming out tomorrow that I have to go see. That's about pro wrestling, so I'm going to go see that one.
Mm-hmm.
And at Regal, it's at least still going for the next weekend at least.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I'm hoping to see both of those sometime within this next week here.
Oh, man, you're telling you're going to have a good time. It's a good movie. Get out there and see it. And then just that, I haven't seen a movie in a long time. There's nothing to watch. There's literally no good movies out there anymore, or at least ones I'm particularly interested in anyway. So this was just so great to get back out there, get some buffalo wings, get my big old Slurpee, and I'm just watching this movie. And to boot, it was a great show. So, please, come on. People, get out there, make some good shows. I want to watch them. Napoleon's the only other one I would go watch if I, get a chance. But beyond that, come on. Let's start making some shows for me, peeps.
That's one that did interest me as well. And it was like 2 weeks ago, right before I got into like the weird big funk that I've been in. I was like, I'm going to go see that. And then it just went, blah. All my interest in going and doing things faded away, but it's back now. And guess what else is back? It's the holiday spirit for you, for me, for everybody. And we don't really have a holiday rules on the show. I think last time we did like, hey, what's your Santa wish list? Let's do that again this year. Eric, what's on your Santa wish list that you want Santa to bring you, but actually means that you yourself will have to get for yourself probably after the new year, after the bills are paid?
We all know how that goes as old people. Here it is, man. I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty, to be honest. First off, I would love my little weeb statues and figurines. That's the most important one. I have this beautiful curio cabinet I built. I'm putting up shelves and different units all over the basement, but they're all empty or sparsely populated. But these figurines that I want are expensive. You're talking $100, $150 a pop for most of them. I don't got the funds for that kind of craziness, at least not to dump, in one big haul and just get everything everywhere. So from Santa, hey, you know what? Pop one or two in here and there. Pop, whatever you can do, Santa Claus, you do it. I'm going to put a wish list out there on Amazon with all of them all sitting there. And so you can just click on whatever ones you want to get me and click that buy button, Santa. All right? That's one of them.
I know for me, I think I said last year or the year before, I wanted to reorg the desk. I wanted to do a nice setup. And I have it now. But I want more to it. And every time that I'm on this podcast with my dear friend Eric, we both have the Discord background. Mine's just blurry. His is the fakesy wakesy. But every now and then he'll turn his head to the side and the microphone will catch, and I'll see a little bit of like a little shape behind him. And he'll like lean to the side when his kids run downstairs, and it'll go, and behind where his head was, it says Secret Lab. And I go, man, Santa Claus, I would love a really nice gamer/computer chair. Now, I have a nice office chair, and it served me well, and it feels great. But man, when I see some of like the features and the crazy stuff you can do, honestly, what I really just want is a chair that's taller than my head, so I can put the little head pillow there.
Oh, it's wonderful with the little headrest right here, and I just I kick back like this, and it is so soft. I'm speaking away from the mic, but it is so soft, so fluffy. I get so comfy watching my anime, man, and I'm just like, and I fall asleep in my chair. That's what happens.
Because one thing I love to do, I have a nice monitor, and it has a nice like raise up and down thing. What I love to do when it's just game day is raise that all the way up, and I lean back, and I'm leaning away from the mic now. And I lean back and I look up at it. But sometimes what I really love to do is drop the chair down some, and then it has like a tiny bit. It's probably like not supposed to actually lean back, but it's got a tiny bit of lean back. And I go, man, if my head could be supported while I'm doing this, I would be the most comfy John in the whole world. And with a proper lean and a proper head height and a proper pillow, that'd be the best. And every time I go on Secret Lab, they go, hey, our chair is special. Chairs are $100 off. And they're still like $579. And I go, oh, man, Santa Claus, it'd be really nice if you could just ho down the chimney into this open fireplace that's right here, that's right next to me. And you just, whoop, special Secret Lab chair, or one of those Herman Miller chairs, or whatever, all the awesome chairs that I get ads for on Instagram. Non-stop. Santa Claus, Hook a brother up. Come on. Help me out.
I agree. He should hook you up. And while he's doing that, my second one is I have one of those Secret Labs chairs. However, the lumbar support that's inherent in it is really mild. It just, comes in, comes out just a little bit. I went on and looked, and sure enough, they've got the big old beautiful Secret Labs official edition lumbar supports that you tuck in here, and it's got the magnetic strips, which if you don't know, that's what also holds the pillows. Pops right in, doesn't come out, doesn't move. Also has the heat control thing where it dissipates the heat and keeps you at a very level temperature, that whole 9 yards. They've got it. And I went, oh, I got to get it. Got to get it. Oh, it's like $100 or something like that, $120. I don't remember. Oh, I can't get it. Just not on a whim. I can get it someday, or maybe Santa could get it for me. And then I now have the pillow, which I lean back on. I have that super comfortable lumbar. Boom, right there. My back is just nestled into heaven, all comfy, wumpy. I don't even think I'll ever play a game past 9:30, 10 again, because I'll fall asleep every night right here in this chair. I promise you that. So Santa, do Eric a favor. Keep his back supported. Keep him healthy. Keep him falling asleep at a decent time. And get me that Secret Lab chair. Wonderful lumbar support that you can purchase on Amazon through Secret Lab and get it done.
Now for me, I mentioned it before. I have this nice 32-inch, 144 hertz, 1440p monitor in front of me. It's big. It's beautiful. It's great. The only problem is it only has 3 inputs. So if I wanted to get out an HDMI switcher and then probably find out that it doesn't support actual pass-through of 1440p content, and I'd be very sad and all this other stuff, I could do that. And I have the equipment to do that, but I know it won't be good. So what I would love, and I would love this for 2 reasons, not just because I could hook up more stuff to the battle station right here, but what I would love is another monitor, but what I need for that is 2 really nice monitor arms, because I have a nice sized desk, and this is a big monitor for that desk, but if I put it off to the side, like the monitor arm in the corner, boom, I could ease this to the side. I could put the second monitor here on its monitor arm, and then the only other thing is a tiny thing. It's one tiny thing in addition to that, Santa Claus, is another USB hub, because currently the only one I have that works really well that I can use for work at home is also for my actual PC that we're recording this on. So I have to unplug from there and plug into the work. Unplug, plug, unplug, plug. Because it all has to route through to the one HDMI port that it shares. All these things share. And if I had the second monitor, that can be the work / Nintendo Switch or Xbox Series S or any other goddamn thing I want. Monitor. And I wouldn't have to swap back and forth. And I could actually use the graphics card that's in that laptop. I could connect it HDMI to HDMI. Not have to use the dock, which siphons off the HDMI graphics card powers because of the stupid dock that we have that was given from work. So that's the upgrade that I want, Santa Claus. Just give me the 2 monitor arms. I'll figure out the rest on my own. But that would give me the flexibility to put another monitor here for work and Switch content, and then not have to fiddle and schmiddle. Because every time it's work at home day, I come at home, and for 30 minutes I got to go plug. Then I can also have a dedicated plug for this sound bar right here. And I wouldn't have to unplug that to plug in my work keyboard. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But first world problems, that's what we're all about solving here, Santa Claus. Help me out. Help me out.
I agree. Help him out. And my last thing, Matt, that I wish Santa would get me, this is a toughie. It's a real toughie. This is expensive. Is I've got 2 4K monitors. One of them does 120 hertz. The other's only like 60 or whatever. So, and they're beautiful. They're nice. They're great. The 120 hertz is one I actually play games on and do stuff with. The other one's just here for watching shows and movies and everything else. And then I've got just a dumpy old school Asus, standard HDMI monitor, and that's just for the Yahoos and the Twitters and up stuff. It's a decent setup. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's time to graduate. All right? I need the OLED. I need the 4K OLED. It is 9-day difference. My rich family members, my sister and my brother-in-law, upgraded to the 4K OLED LG da 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 blah 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 blah, and it blows my mind how crisp and beautiful everything is. It's insane. I mean, I already thought what I have was beautiful. It looks great. And this just went, nah, you don't know what looks great. This looks even more great. Santa Claus, if you got 1,200, 1,400 or so for me, you know what I mean? Have you been using Rudolph to his greatest extent? You know, have you been really getting out there and getting the money made? Miss Santa Claus, she could sell a lot of cookies, I'm sure. Help me out. I could use that monitor right here, center square. And you know what that do, Santa? That put me at the primary screen. Man, that rich, beautiful, 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 beautiful screen be right here. Now I can take my BennyQ with the 120 and 4K and all that. That's my secondary screen for movies. And you know what? It's a big old 39, 38 incher. It's a weird size. So it's big. It's, boom. Now I'm watching movies on that big bad boy. And now my 4K smaller 60 hertz becomes my doofy whatever monitor. And then, of course, I get rid of this old Asus piece of garbage. How cool would I be down here with these beautiful monitors on all sides, even for the dumbest stuff? Playing games, watching shows, crisp, beautiful, everything. That's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. Come on, Santa Claus. You want my dreams to come true? Bring me out of this funk. Every morning, my heart's doing palpitations and I'm shaking. I'm dying. It's a dead man's wish. Come on, Santa.
I got one more. It's not as big as yours, but I thought about it as I was listening to you. I mean, every stream that I do, no matter where it's from, no matter what, I export it to my YouTube channel. And, I don't get a lot of views. I know Howard watches it. I get a couple views here and there. But I like sometimes when I'm working on something on the PC, I put up my old stuff and I watch it and I go, oh, yeah, I remember that cool thing. Oh, let me fast forward. Where's the thing? Oh, yeah, there it was. There was the cool thing that I just did in Spider-Man 2. But I watch it and it's an export of the Twitch stream. And so sometimes it's a little blurry. Sometimes it's a little blocky. And I go, man, that's not how it looked when I played it. Why does it look bad here? And there's one man who could solve that problem. That's Santa Claus. Because if he got me one of those external capture cards that allows pass-through, I could hook up my PS5, clunk, right to the capture card. Hook the capture card, clunk, straight up to this beautiful monitor that I've talked about. And then I take that USB-C cable or whatever and go plunk right into the laptop. And so I say, capture card, your job is just to sit here and capture raw footage. And my job is to play the game and have a great time and stream it. But then when it's done, I'll exit the stream. I'll go, sweet. I will ignore the Twitch export. And I'll go straight over to my lovely little laptop here and go, where's that file? That's however many gigs or whatever. And it'll be crisp, clean, pristine footage that I can upload to my YouTube channel. And then whenever I want to relive those things, I will go, look at Venom romping through the city. Look at me swinging through the city as Spider-Man. Look at RoboCop blowing those dudes' brains out. Look at me sailing the seas of Skull and Bones in pristine, beautiful quality. It'll be there forever the way that I experienced it with my eyeballs. I won't have to look with worse nostalgia goggles and looking at the recordation that Twitch screwed up somehow. That's an easy one. That's a small one. That's a cheap one. Santa Claus, help me out so I can relive my memories just as good as I remember them, not worse. Help me out.
Well, there you have it, folks. There's our Santa Claus list. Hopefully Santa's listening. I don't know if he is, though, man. Is he listening? He's listening. He's listening. It's going to happen. This is the year. I hear it. The elves, they're already running off to the North Pole. They're going to go. I heard the bells dinging, 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 dinging. Trust me, I hear them every night. I hear those bells all the time. They're on their way, Matt. They're on their way to help us out.
And what about you out there in podcast listening land? What are you wishing for this holiday season? What have you already pre-purchased for yourself and then wrapped up and then kept it in the closet for 4 months? Because apparently that's the thing. People buy themselves a Christmas present, but they still wrap it and hold it away. Why didn't you just buy it for yourself and use it? I don't know. Are you that person? Let me know. Let me know your wish list. Let me know if you're one of those weird freaks that do that. Via the email, thirdshiftme@gmail.com, on the Twitter machine @ThirdShiftME. Find us on Facebook, on the Third Shift, the Discord, the Patreon. Hit up the stream. Knock on my door with that capture card. Just be like, dude, figure it out. You don't even need to give me cables. I'll figure it out. Just rip it out of somebody's setup that you know, Go to your friend Bob's house that you don't really like, sneak his capture card away, and bring it to me. You can be my 5-finger Santa Claus.
All I got to say, hey, you know what? Do exactly what Matt tells you to do. It's a great decision to make right there, okay? And if you don't want to do that, or if you got to do that and some other stuff, go to the Patreon. Throw us a little money. Throw us a few bucks. It's the old tip jar. Anything, everything, keeps the lights on, bills paid, all that good stuff. You know the rigmarole, so I won't go nuts with it. All I will say is, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, doop-a-doo. I don't even know if I can sing that song. Well, it'll get us in trouble probably, so you know that's all I can do. There you go. You got it. I'm making my own holiday tunes over here. I'm hearing what I need to hear, regardless of what's happening in the real world. But yes, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. Or, at the very least, hey, this is Christmas, folks. Go give us a 5-star rating. For God's sakes, if you have not done it, make this the moment you do it. And you cannot tell me there's a reason you can't. Because I know dang well a lot of you are going to go to family members' houses over this holiday, and you're going to sit there bored and awkward and looking dumb on a couch, waiting to go home. And while you're doing that, being awkward, not talking to your family members like you should be, you can be on your phone, which you will be, looking at stupid TikToks and other dumb things that you guys are all doing these days, and you can go give us a 5-star rating. That's what you can do, and that's a simple, easy, awesome, wonderful gift for your homeboys over here at Third Shift.
Absolutely, and you can also, of course, listen to the very next episode, the Game of the Year 2023 Third Shift Special, which will be dropping on or around the 28th of December. And hey, if you'd like to be a part of that show, which will be dropping on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, Spotify, and on YouTube. If you want to be part of that show, we've already got one submission. Ryan Peterson, I know you want to give us that top 5 and those 2 honorable mentions. If you hear this in time, get it to us by Christmas Day. I mean, obviously you can do it a couple days later, but I'm just saying, guaranteed by Christmas Day, you'll be part of the show. And speaking of Christmas Day, Eric already said it. Everybody out there, have a Merry Christmas. Have a happy holidays. Have a happy whatever. And if the holiday season makes you sad, treat yourself. If you got no family, if you got no friends, do something nice for yourself. Go out, watch a movie. Go out and get some Chinese food on Christmas Day. Support your little mom and pop Chinese shop. And if you don't want to do that, just have a great day of watching shows, playing games, reading books, doing whatever you want to do. Sometime during this holiday season, if you're sad, if you're lonely, treat yourself to a good time from yourself.
I agree. Just go out and have a festive time, regardless of what you want to do or don't want to do. Go have a good time. And of course, we can't wait to see you until next week, where we're going to be post all those good times, post all the merriment for another wonderful episode, which is going to be a fantastic.
Absolutely. And with that, there's nothing else to say but...
Shut up and sit down.
Clip clop, reindeer feet noises.
Oh, clop, 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 clop. Yeah, something like that.
Ho ho ho.